5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to Bob's Magic Emporium. It's time for the premiere episode of the show you've been waiting for, the final countdown. The show where we count down the top 5 best in magic. And this now means this channel is going to have 7 days of new content. I'm very excited about that. Woo! But we have to go through today's show before we actually have 7 days of content on this channel. Alright, so let's get started. And if you're not sure what the show's about because you didn't hear the announcement video about it, this is the show where I pick a magic-related topic each week, and I count down my top 5 favorite from that topic. And this week we're going to count down my top 5 favorite styles or types of magic to actually go out there and perform. Alright, let's start with number 5. Number 5 is cabaret style magic. People always ask me, what exactly is cabaret style? Well, to me, the answer I like to give is it's not as intimate as close-up magic. You're not like right in their face, but you're not like on a huge stage. It's kind of in the middle. You're normally performing for about 20 or 25 people in a small little theater, and it's kind of like you're all in this theater together, very intimate, that kind of thing. And you normally perform behind like a table, and there's people on the sides and in the front of the table. So that's a lot of fun to do, because it's not as big as stage, so you don't really get lost, you don't lose your crowd, but you're not like real close. You're only doing close up for like, 2 or 3 people. My number 4 favorite style of magic, and you may be surprised this is kind of far down the list, but it's kids' birthday magic. I do love doing birthday parties because I love making something impossible possible in a kid's eyes. That's always a lot of fun. But I really also love when the parents call me to book a gig and they're like, this is the first time my kid's ever going to see a magician. And you see their face just light up when I come in and do really fun things. And you can be as goofy and as silly as you want during a kid's birthday party. The kids don't care. The more silly you are, the more fun they're going to have, in my opinion. My number 3 favorite style of magic is table hopping. I love walking around, especially at a restaurant, going from table to table. When I do restaurant magic and people come up to me and they're like, or when I go to a table and they're like, oh, you're a magician and you're here at this restaurant? That's cool. I've never seen that before. And they get a little surprised that, hey, there's a magician here. That's really cool. And they have no expectations because they didn't expect to see you there. So you don't have to put on a good show for them because everyone's a potential client. But they're not expecting for you to pull out the major awesome stuff like when you do like a kid's birthday party. They don't expect you to be 100% on your game, but you should be on it when you do table hopping, which is always a lot of fun. And it's fun to see people just go, oh, wow, magician at this restaurant? Oh, cool. My number 2 favorite style of magic, I'm going to lump 2 styles into one because the one you kind of do with the other. Card tricks and close-up magic. You do card tricks at any venue you can. Like you can do it for cabaret, or you can do it for stage, but it really shines in a close-up setting to do card tricks. I love doing close-up magic though because of the fact that you're literally like 10 inches away from their face and doing this good stuff, and they're watching you very closely, and when they say at the end of your show, they're like, I was watching you so closely I couldn't figure out how any of it was done. That's what I really love. I love when people tell me that, because that means that I'm doing it well, and also that they're watching so close and they still can't figure it out. That just makes me smile all the time. And my number 1 favorite style of magic to do, it might surprise you, but it really tests your limits as a magician. It's to do street magic. I love street magic. I love going out there and performing for anyone. And literally, you're going to get anyone walking by when you do street magic. Somebody who could be drunk, somebody who could be whatever. You're going to get a heckler, lots of people you're going to see as you do street magic. But it really will test you to see how well your audience management skills are. Because one, because you got to control your crowd. And 2, you also got to control them because some places will say you can't be more than this many feet away from this object, or you kind of perform here, or your crowd can't go too far this way or that way. So you got a really good crowd management. And, people have higher expectations when they see a magician on the street because they expect you to be funnier and on your game. So you really got to step up your game when you're doing street magic. So it's not for the amateur magician at all. You got to have done magic for a little bit to actually be able to go out there and do it, because you're going to find out that it's a very different setting than doing magic for a kid's birthday party. It's like a 180-degree flip. All right, well, that's going to do it for this week's The Final Countdown. If you enjoyed the show, give it a big thumbs up. And so that way we can support this new show. Now, I am going to say each week there's going to be an interactive portion of our show. Each week in the comments below, you get to post your top 5 favorite from that week's category. So post your top 5 favorite style of Magic to do in the comments. So put those in the comments down below. And I might read some of the best responses next week. I might read, like, you know, some people who, like, everyone's number 1 favorite style. Or I may take a poll and find out, you know, which one most people like the most, or whatever. I'm still kind of fine-tuning the show a little bit here and there. Speaking of fine-tuning the show, in the comments below, as well as posting your top 5 favorite, I want suggestions on how to make this show better. If you have any suggestions on, oh, this needs to be tweaked, or maybe you should do this here instead of that, definitely post that in the comments. I'll take that into consideration for next week. Thank you guys so much for watching the final countdown. I've been plugging this all week. Make sure to also check out my social media stuff in the comments and the description below this video. You can find all my social media links down there. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next Sunday for the next episode of the final countdown. If you'd like to see more awesome content, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. New videos are posted every day of the week. Also, check out my website and register so you can post in the forums. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, like me on Facebook, add me to your Google Plus circles, and check out my merchandise store to pick up some awesome swag. 444RR, game shows, magic, and more.